blowout sale. This Thursday through Saturday, they've teamed up with Altamaha Federal Credit Union to offer you the best deals and financing available. Come check out their great selection of low-mileage pre-owned cars and trucks at low prices. Plus, R&R is Southeast Georgia's new and used coachman and primetime camper sales and service dealer. So don't miss this huge sale with great financing on site at R&R Auto Sales on the Savannah Highway in Jesup. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. R&R, we sell fun.
Attention Satilla REMC members. Ballots for the upcoming Satilla REMC director election in Wayne and Jeff Davis counties were mailed on September 1st. However, due to circumstances beyond our control, there have been delays in these ballots being received by our members. The Satilla Credentials and Election Committee respectfully ask members to be patient as these ballots are being delivered and that they refrain from requesting a replacement ballot until September 21st. Satilla sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience this delay may cause.
For 3 days only, it's the biggest family and friends event ever at your local Sears hometown store with America's appliance experts in Jesup. This Thursday through Saturday, take an extra 15% off appliances and an extra 10% off almost everything else. You'll save up to 20% on appliances. Plus, use your qualifying Sears card and get an extra 5% off all appliances or 12-month special financing on appliances over $499. Take advantage of the big event savings with an extra 10% off all lawn and garden. And while you're fixing things up, take up to 50% off Craftsman mechanic tool sets and tool storage. It's a great time for a good night's sleep with 50 to 60% off all mattresses and foundations. Save up to 20% on vacuums too. No credit, no problem. Great lease-to-own options are also available. Family and Friends event this Thursday through Saturday only at your local Sears hometown store in Jesup.
Guaranteed lowest prices, great service and more at your Sears hometown store.
See store for details.
Harris Ace Hardware is now dealers for lethal hunting products and trophy hunting products, cover scent, odor eliminating, bow slings, gun slings, and so much more. Harris Ace also carries 5-way mix for food plots with fertilizer and corn, and they carry the latest Yeti products. For all your building material needs, stop by and let the helpful folks in their contracting sales department assist you in selecting just what you need. Harris Ace will not be beat on price. They will match any competitor's price on identical products. Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Eulonia, and Hinesville.
Touchdown! Yes, football season's here. Here's hoping your team scores big, but most of all, you can score big now on the 2016 Nissan of your choice at Crosby Nissan in Waycross. Score up to $6,200 off MSRP on a 2016 Nissan Altima 2.5 SL. Score up to $10,000 off MSRP on a 2016 Nissan Titan XD Platinum Reserve, or up to $3,315 off MSRP on a 2016 Nissan Rogue SL. Buy a new Altima, Rogue, Pathfinder, Maxima, or Murano and get 0% APR for 72 months plus no payments for 90 days.
I'm Tara Crosby Morrison. Georgia is football country and so is Crosby Nissan. Let us be part of your team. Come score big savings now on the Nissan of your choice. We're Georgia's oldest Nissan dealer and saving you money has been a family tradition for over 60 years.
Crosby Nissan, Highway 1 South in Waycross.
It's a Crosby family tradition.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, a community-wide blood drive set for today at Wayne Memorial Hospital. The time is from 11 a.m. this morning to 5 p.m. this afternoon. Blood mobile will be parked adjacent to the entrance to the hospital cafe. Walk-ins are welcomed, and those donating today will be eligible to win a $25 gift certificate as a show of appreciation. Just 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. Once again, all blood types are needed. If you get the chance today to give the gift of life a pint of blood, it would be deeply appreciated. And if you cannot make today's blood drive, a second blood drive set up for this coming Monday at Calvary Baptist Church from 2 to 7 p.m., Monday, September 19th. Once again, walk-ins are welcome there as well. That's Monday from 2 to 7 at the Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. But again, the blood drive at the hospital today between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Wayne County Board of Education met Tuesday in a work session. On the agenda was the fiscal year 2015 audit, in which the state conducted the audit, finally came back from the state with its findings and recommendations to the Wayne County school system. What they found was the discrepancy in the cheerleading account, in which over $17,000 cannot be accounted for. Audit, according to the school superintendent, Jay Brinson, does not determine theft. He says it simply points out money misappropriated or not accounted for and gives instructions for policies or procedures to be put in place in order that all the money can be accounted for. School board members began asking questions Tuesday, like the one board member, Sharon Daniels, asked, what is the legal responsibility of the school system if they learn that someone stole the money?
What is the school board, what is our legal responsibility for recuperating funds that either have been misappropriated or haven't been collected? As the state always indicated, and I guess the real question is the school board being represented by the state in the legal proceedings that are currently taking place involving this situation?
I think I understand the question. I mean, we had an entity, we had an insurance risk management service that we're part of, we pay a premium on every month, year, whatever it is, that protects us. I mean, we're not, once money's, I think I'm going to answer the question correctly. Once a certain amount of money is proven it's stolen or misappropriated or missing, and we know who did it, we let that entity know. They reimburse us on the spot. We don't. So it's called, it's like an
I know
insurance.
the insurance company reimburses, but I guess I'm asking, what is the responsibility of the individual who actually did the stealing? Point blank period. I mean, do we prosecute or do we?
No, they answer to the authorities.
They answer to the authorities. So the state actually represents us basically. I guess that's what I'm trying to find out.
No, ma'am. If there's been theft, either we file charges or if we're named a victim in a court proceeding, then we'll be involved in they'll let us know. Money was stolen from you, we have to press card it. The school system is the victim.
School Superintendent Jay Brinson says the school system is reimbursed by their risk management agency, and the agency will seek the restitution. Currently, the former cheerleading sponsor Sharon Grooms is under felony indictment. While their husband, former head coach and athletic director Jody Grooms, also facing 3 felony counts. 2 of those counts conspiracy to defraud the school system. Board member Ray Davison asked if the question will be ever answered if the $17,000 was actually stolen from the cheerleading account, or was it simply bad bookkeeping.
This audit finding, does that prove that money was stolen, or does it prove that we had lax accounting procedure, or we did not follow our accounting?
No, and they told us that in the exit interview. Audits don't prove theft. To say $17,000 was stolen from our cheerleading account is factually incorrect. Okay? That's what the courts should prove. They have to prove that. What's obvious in proving that our employees didn't follow the practices, the processes, and procedures that we had in place. So that's what these recommendations are. They say, that's too much money not to be accounted for this and received, or whatever the excuses were. It doesn't matter about the excuses or what occurred. You have to strengthen those up. And that's what an audit does. It kind of,
where in the process will the Board of Education find out if money was stolen? Will that ever be?
There's criminal proceedings going on now, so that takes us.
Well,
we don't have anything to do with that.
I guess my question is, the folks will either be found guilty or not guilty, but does that mean that 7,000, for example, it's 17,000 that the audit showed that improper bookkeeping or accounting procedures? How will we ever know if that's just all of it was just accounting errors or failure to provide receipts, or actually money was misappropriated? Okay?
How can you prove it? Probably not going to be able to tell. I can tell you with a lot of confidence, there's going to be a difference between this amount that the auditors will say was not documented properly, okay, in whatever they're going to try to prove as far as stolen money.
Well, I guess my question is, you said every cheerleader got what they were supposed to get.
Correct.
Somebody had to pay for that stuff.
No, sir.
You don't. You can order stuff and not follow procedures like you're supposed to order. The people ship it to you, and if you don't pay for it, guess what? The school's gonna have to pay for it.
Well, that was my point.
Yeah.
At some point, either the money that has been placed in that account will be used to pay for it, or the school will be on the hook for the difference. And
And that's
I'm misstating that, or not?
The expenditures were more than the revenues for those particular items. So
And once again, that part of the conversation last night, auditors simply make recommendations to the school system to correct the errors that have been made, as the superintendent stated Tuesday at the work session. Currently, court proceedings are underway as both Jody and Sharon Grooms have been arraigned and pled not guilty at the arraignment. These charges will play out in the court system, and WIFO-FM will continue to follow the court proceedings. Once again, the school board has received their audit. The audit shows a little over $17,000 missing from the school system's cheerleading account, but the school superintendent's stand says that they have no proof that the $17,000 was stolen from the school system. It should be noted that the school system has not filed charges against the Grooms, did not fire either one of them while they were school employees. They simply resigned their positions from the school system. After they left the school system, the two were arrested by the GBI following a GBI investigation, which began at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department by complaints that the Grooms stole money. After an investigation by the GBI, both were arrested. Later, both had been indicted. And again, just last week, both were pre-arraigned with their attorneys entering pleas of not guilty to the charges. Once again, this is a legal case in the court system, and WIFO-FM has been following it since day one and will continue to follow it as it develops. Next step is either some plea arrangement or a trial date will be set. From all reports, no one's expecting a trial. Most expect a plea deal between the defense in the state of Georgia and the district attorney's office. We'll be back with more news from the school board meeting after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trademark wants to prepare you for hunting season this fall. Not only do we carry guns and ammo, the Trademark carries a variety of deer food plot mixes along with lime and fertilizer. We also have a 20% deer pellet for your deer feeders. And of course, the Trademark has deer corn. Are you planting a garden this fall? The Trademark can help you with that as well. So come by and see us at the Trademark, 3689 Savannah Highway in Jesup, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. Garden to guns at the Trademark.
Hello, my name is Chad Neesmith from Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Neesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Neesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Neesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Only at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards Brunswick, or visit us online at neesmithnow.com. That's neesmithnow.com, or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
This is Charles Huffman at Jesup Housing Outlet. If you haven't been to Jesup Housing Outlet lately, you're missing out on a large selection of new and exciting floor plans from the nation's top manufacturers like Clayton, Fleetwood, Scott Built, and Homes of Merit. All of our homes feature modern kitchens and appliances, R60 and higher insulation values, thermopane windows, and energy-efficient heat pumps. We have two locations to serve you, 2452 Savannah Highway in Jesup and Highway 301 South between I-16 and the bypass in Statesboro. Come see Charles, Faye, or Sheridan today.
Other news from the work session Tuesday, the Wayne County Board of Education heard reports from Odom Elementary and Scriven Elementary about test scores in their CCRPI ratings, which is now the new standard statewide. Both Odom and Scriven received 4 out of 5 stars, and both schools' test scores are above the state average. In Odom, Georgia, the school scores average in 2012 was at 74.7%, but now in the year 2015, the average is 88.9%. Odom Elementary recently recognized as a gold school statewide by the governor's office. Scriven has seen its test scores rise under new principal Sean Yeomans and her leadership team, who she had on hand at the board meeting on Tuesday. Scriven has seen tremendous improvements that at one time were below the state average, but now both in 2014 and 2015 above the state average. End of the year is quickly approaching. Both the county and school board talking tax digest and millage rates. At Tuesday's school board meeting, the superintendent and financial officer, Tony Williams, recommending the millage rate stay the same at 18 mills for the coming tax digest. Superintendent says they could increase it slightly to 18.03, but they'd like to recommend keeping it at 18 for this upcoming tax digest. County administrator at their meeting on Monday, Luther Smart, said it's too early to tell which way the county will go, possibly having to have an increase as the new tag laws have really hurt the overall tax digest, and the senior citizens exemption for school taxes taking a big hit. The projection this year, $1.5 million, which is about 2 mills not coming into the school board coffers. The board approved personnel at last night's meeting. Classified recommendations, mainly transportation: Brenda Beasley, transportation; Carl May, transportation; Charity McGee, transportation; Tanika Reddish, transportation; Corinthians Shepherd, school food service; Linda Thomas, transportation; and Chandler Tire Ward, transportation. Classified resignations: Tavius Curry, school food service; and Julia McCoy and Lisa Nichols, both from the transportation department. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trade Mart wants to remind you fall is approaching fast. That means hunting season is almost here. Need a hunting rifle or ammo? We've got it. The Trade Mart carries a complete line of deer food plot mixes, fall garden seed, lime, and fertilizer. So come see us at the Trade Mart this fall for all your hunting and planting needs. 3689 Savannah Highway in Jesup, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. We've got what you need at the Trade Mart. Garden the Goons.
For 3 days only, it's the biggest family and friends event ever at your local Sears hometown store with America's appliance experts in Jesup. This Thursday through Saturday, take an extra 15% off appliances and an extra 10% off almost everything else. You'll save up to 20% on appliances. Plus, use your qualifying Sears card and get an extra 5% off all appliances or 12-month special financing on appliances over $499. Take advantage of the big event savings with an extra 10% off all lawn and garden. And while you're fixing things up, take up to 50% off Craftsman mechanic tool sets and tool storage. It's a great time for a good night's sleep with 50 to 60% off all mattresses and foundations. Save up to 20% on vacuums too. No credit, no problem. Great lease-to-own options are also available. Family and Friends event this Thursday through Saturday only at your local Sears hometown store in Jesup.
Guaranteed lowest prices, great service, and more at your Sears hometown store.
See store for details.
With approved credit plus dealer processing fee, restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Get the hottest deals at the coolest prices at Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Waycross. Through September, get up to 20% off on select new Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram models. Plus, get a Yeti cooler when you purchase any new truck or Yeti tumbler with any new car. And get Walker Jones limited lifetime powertrain warranty on every new and select used vehicle we sell. Visit Walker Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Waycross today or shop online at walkerjonescdjr.com.
Final notes and news this Thursday from 5 to 7. Chamber of Commerce hosting a business after-hours event at Angels Fine Dining in the Hidden Room, located at 146 South Macon Street in downtown Jesup. Chamber members are admitted free. Guests are welcome, but there's a $10 fee for the guest. Chamber asks that you attend and join in the fun and bring plenty of business cards. Register for door prizes in a 50-50 drawing. Once again, that's Thursday, September 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Angels Fine Dining at 146 South Macon Street. City of Odom preparing daily for their 41st annual Odom Homecoming, held every year on the first Saturday in October. This year, Saturday, October the 1st. Parade begins that morning at 10 a.m. The parade grand marshal will be Odom Elementary's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Crystal Madry. 10 by 10 vendor spaces are available for $50 each. Call Mrs. Sherry Dowling at 294-6825 to reserve a vendor space. T-shirts also available for sale at Odom City Hall or Barber & Company for just $12 each. All sizes available. Make plans now to attend the 41st annual Odom Homecoming celebration. To kick off the Odom Homecoming festivities, there's a third annual Odom Homecoming 5K 1-mile walk and run this coming Saturday, September 17th at the Odom Town Square, 300 East Railroad Street, Odom, Georgia. The 1-mile run and walk begins at 9 a.m. and the 5K race begins at 9:30 in the morning. Registration and packet pickup begins at 8 a.m. Entry fee is $20. T-shirts will be guaranteed to all pre-registered runners and is available on race day. To sign up, call City Hall at 586-2211. Congressman Buddy Carter announces he'll have a representative from his congressional office in Jesup and Wayne County on Thursday, September 22nd. For anyone that needs assistance with a federal agency, Emmett Nolan will be available in Jesup, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce office from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. that morning. Then he'll be in Long County that same day from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Coastal Manor Day Break Building in Ludowici. Public's invited to attend these offices days provided by Congressman Buddy Carter. 18th Annual Lean Todd Memorial Rodeo is set for the weekend of Friday and Saturday, October 14th and 15th, with performances nightly at 8 p.m., gospel singing at 6:30, Cowboy Church at 7:30. Takes place at the TNT Arena on Hortense Road in Scriven, Georgia. The admission will be $10 for adults. Kids, $7. Under 6 will be admitted free. Once again, the weekend, Friday and Saturday, October 14th and 15th in Hortense Road, Scriven, Georgia. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan said, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care